Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro here, along with wide receiver Jalen Reagor, right? Like, you got to be sick of seeing Steven Nelson and Darius Slay and all these guys. I mean, you memorize their moves, do you not? And they memorize yours.
Right, yeah. I mean, but it's good work, though, going against two great corners. So we just getting better every day.
Let's talk about you and training camp. Training camp number 2, they say you make the big jump from year 1 to year 2. Have you felt that?
Yeah, I'm getting more comfortable, like, just with everything I'm doing and, trusting in my craft. And the game's slowing down for me, so it's getting better for sure.
So it actually is a faster game from college to the NFL?
Yeah, for sure.
Or is it the pace of everyday living in the NFL?
I would say in college it's kind of a balance, but here it's football one-on-one, so it's really a lot coming in being young. And the thing is, I'm still the youngest receiver in the room. So
how old are you?
22. Smitty older than me.
22?
Yep.
You're a little baby kitty. So where does the leadership come from in that room?
Everybody. We hold everybody accountable.
Do you think in the big picture, Jalen, that is going to benefit you having to grow up really fast?
Yes, that's always good because I feel like that helped me in life. I had to grow up fast. With my dad playing ball, I had to move around a lot and stuff like that. So it forced me to be, to adapt. And I feel like that's what you do here.
It sure is a different world. NFL, good things and tough things. What would you say the good things are?
Playing football every day, getting to do this. This is my job. So, I can say football is my job.
Do you wake up and say, I'm going to have fun today?
Oh, for sure, always.
And at what age did you feel like, okay, I'm gonna be an NFL player? That's my goal to be. Because I know you played some hoops too.
Yeah, actually, honestly, when my dad finally after the Super Bowl, when they won the Super Bowl in 07.
07, right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to play football. I want one of those.
What is your memory of that year? How old were you? Back, you were just a little baby.
Yeah, I was a baby. I remember my dad walking to the stands and getting me out the stands, and I, watched the ceremony and everything down there with him. It was cool.
Did it help you prepare for the game of football? Watching your father, the way that he really had to dedicate himself, or was it tough being a son of a player? I don't care that you're a player, Dad. I want you home with me.
Nah, I always want to be wherever he was, so I didn't really care. I feel like it helped me because I actually got an image, like a real life image of what to be, how to do it, and the ins and outs of everything.
So the NFL, that's the good part of the NFL. What is the tough part? The toughest parts of the NFL?
Man, it's a lot. Going from last year, learning a new playbook, then going for this year, learning another new playbook. It's a lot, but, that's why they pay us the way they do. So we have a job to do, and, I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard. It's just you have to adapt.
Jalen, are you a good student?
I am.
So it's really just learning the language of one offensive scheme to the next, right? It's not like you're not running extraordinarily different routes.
Our concepts are pretty much the same. It's just the terminology.
So what is this offense all about? What are your early thoughts on just kind of what we're going to be throwing out there in 2021?
Man, just know everybody's going to be interchangeable, and we're looking to make a lot of plays.
And how will you feel like you're going to get the football? Are they going to? Is the plan to get you in all sorts of different positions to get the football?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm moving everywhere from F to X to Z. So, it's pretty much – that's why I said this whole offense is interchangeable. So, that's why you got to know the whole offense and not just your position.
And for those fans who don't quite understand how you're taught the offense, from the start of training camp to now, is everything in? Do you know what's coming when you get to the huddle? Kind of like for fan, is it all you have to learn? You have to know it on the fly.
You kind of have an idea. You go from the scripts, and then it may be a call-it period where they're just calling. So, once you hear formation and a set, you kind of know what's coming. And, that's pretty much how it goes.
The NFL is about ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make some plays. You're going to drop some balls. How much do you think you've matured in the last year dealing with that, dealing with the reaction from people, with the media, with the fans? When you catch a pass, you're the greatest thing in the world. When you drop a pass, hey, Jalen, come on.
Yeah. It is what it is because of course, that comes from the fans wanting you to be great. Coaches want – and one thing that Coach Sirianni says a lot, he'd be like, you might drop a pass in practice. He'd be like, you'll catch that pass. I'm not worried about the drop. I'm worried more about I'm worried more about the route, the discipline, the intangible things that he's teaching. He's not really worried about catching the ball because we wouldn't be here if we couldn't catch the ball. So, he helps it a lot being the coach who he is.
Interesting, because last week I wrote a story about you had a tough day on Wednesday at practice. Thursday you came back and really dominated. And a lot of that was attributed to the connection that you and the coaching staff have made. How much has that helped you in your development, that you trust Aaron, that you trust Coach Sirianni, that you trust Shane, that you know that they have your back?
Because they own me every day. Every detail they own me, from walkthrough to practice to in the film room, any small detail that they stay on me, and it keeps me accountable because I don't take my foot off the gas with anything.
Explain that. So they're literally like watching every single move
Yeah,
you make.
we were in a walkthrough, and we had a play, and I was supposed to stay on the edge, and I took like one step outside, and coach was like, we're gonna be on you with every detail.
Has that ever happened in your playing career?
Yeah, but not to this extent.
So is it good for you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
It's not like, hey, why are these guys getting on my case?
Nah, I know why. They want me to be great, and my dad always told me when coaches stop talking to you, that's when you should worry.
Interesting. Well, let's keep talking to Jalen Reagor.
For sure.
The goal of being great, you still obviously believe that you're going to be great.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Have you ever known a player who does not have a great deal of confidence playing at this level? Like, is it a battle to have a lot of confidence?
No, because I feel like that's how you thrive. I don't care if you drop a ball, you drop another one. You have the same confidence because that's just like D. Slay. You could beat him on the route, but he still, at the end of the day, he know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
the battles you've had with Darius, big play, sorry, and with Steven Nelson. Tell me about them and who's gotten the better of whom. How much has that helped you this summer?
I feel like it's pretty much being even, and you get two different corners, and Slay and Steven. You get more of a strong corner, and Steven, and then more of a finesse, twitchy guy in Slay. But you get the best of both worlds, so I feel like it's gonna help my game. And you never know who's guarding Smitty, who's guarding me. You get the best of, you know what I mean? You can adapt.
Jalen Reagor, good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice to meet you in person finally. Thanks for joining us.